Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Travel About. We are here in Cerrillos, New Mexico, and we're about to drive the famous Turquoise Trail. It's on Route 14. It's going to take us from Cerrillos to Santa Fe, and we'll be stopping along the way. All these cool little towns, some of which they filmed a bunch of movies in. It's going to be a great day. This is going to be a little different for us. We're doing this unplanned. Usually I itinerary everything out and draw it out on maps. This one, I barely even know where to get on 14 at. And I kind of did that on purpose. And our first mission is to get to the first town, which is, I'm looking at my map here. This is not a map I drew. Printed this off the internet. Anyway, Cedar Crest. We're going to go to Cedar Crest first and look around and hopefully find some breakfast. We're going here kind of early and we haven't eaten yet. Anyway, I'm going to take you guys along with us. You'll be a little bit in the dash, and when we get to the towns, we'll do some walking around. See you soon. All right, everybody, we're on our way. Little route update. They don't have any signage out here, so we may have passed Cedar Crest in the blink of an eye. We saw an Ace Hardware somewhere. Maybe that was Cedar Crest. There's no signs. We never saw the word Cedar Crest in reference to anything, so we may have passed it. But I wanted you to see these mountains in front of us. That's where we're heading. There's several more towns in front of us. We'll find somewhere to grab some food. Not sure if we're going to need any gas, but get pretty good gas mileage in this truck. Well, 10 miles to the gallon if you call that good. I call that really good compared to the other truck. Okay guys, we're about 1 mile from Golden, New Mexico. Golden is the site of the largest gold rush east or west of San Francisco in the early 1800s. It was probably the largest gold rush in America this side of San Francisco. Now other ones quickly became bigger, but this at the time was the biggest. And I think I even read that it ended really quickly because there just wasn't the gold they thought there was there. It's like, it was like kind of more like a rumor kind of thing. Like everybody's like, oh, that's where all the gold is. And it turns out that's not where the gold was. So, anyway, let's see if there's actually a town here. So far we've passed 2 places on the map that we didn't even know we passed because there was nothing there. I'm sorry, one of them early on, it must have been Cedar Crest. There was an Ace Hardware and a restaurant, a little coffee shop. But I see some houses and buildings up ahead for the town of Golden here. So let's see if we can at least find some food. I'd like to find a museum, to be honest. It's kind of what I wanted to do today, was go to museum to museum. But welcome to Golden, New Mexico. Well, these guys are smart enough to put a sign up. What is today? Is today Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Open information. Wow, what a interesting place. That's how I'll say that. And we may be, oh, there's some old ruins down there. And are we done? Was that Golden? Can't be.
Probably.
I think that was Golden, guys. I think that one might have been it. No. Here's a couple more houses. Come on, Golden. Show me what you got. There's a deer right there on the road in the guy's front yard. I bet y'all couldn't see that in the camera. Pretty good sized deer just walking in the front yard 10 feet from the road. Appear to be entering another small town. This could be Madrid. It is Madrid because it says it on the sign. We have an official Madrid sign, and they're slowing us down to 25 or 20. Not quite sure why. There is a fork and spoon sign and a bed sign, so there must be something up here. It may not be open, but drive slow, critters in the road. I would like to see a critter.
We saw a jackrabbit, but missed it on the camera.
Yeah, we did see. There's quite a few of these rabbits with the long ears out here. There's a zebra on the roof. Don't know why. Art. Maybe some of these will be open when we come back through the other way. Not much open here. Gunky folk, soap and sundries. And none of these places are open. Mine Shaft Tavern. Hello. Museum entrance, Katina. It's really hard to tell if they're open. I don't see any signs and nobody sitting there. So maybe we're just early. Or maybe just things are not open. This says Soda Fountain Cafe, which is almost definitely open because there's a bunch of cars there. Nowhere for me to park this big old truck. Wild Hog Maggie's is a biker bar over there. Turquoise shop, but it was closed. So there is some stuff here. Just a lot of it is closed right now. Could be because it's Saturday. Could be just because it's New Mexico. They don't want to open. And I think we're leaving it. Public bathroom over here. That's weird. Well, certainly not what I expected on this trip. Expected much larger towns with multiple restaurants. That was the biggest one of all so far, and we've already passed through it. It's over. What's next on the list there, Leslie?
Cerrillos.
All right, Cerrillos. I have my fingers crossed for Cerrillos because that's the one where they filmed a bunch of movies in a couple TV shows. So let's cross our fingers for Cerrillos to have maybe a museum, maybe a restaurant, something like that. We'll see you there. All right, guys, we pulled over right here. We're about to enter the town of Cerrillos. I'm probably saying it wrong. And they have some nice little signage here, so I wanted to show you that. This is probably one of the bigger towns we're going to see. Official scenic historical marker. We're at 5,688 feet. This is an early Spanish settlement. These are some of the turquoise trading post. Welcome to Cerrillos. I'll zoom that in for you. Okay. There's a cross way on the top of the hill. So we're going to go investigate this little town a little bit. There's obviously a few things here because they're on the sign. We'll see if anything's open. If it is, we might pull in and take a look. But look at this view around me. Quite the place here. Hey guys, just got you on the tripod. I'm holding it in my hands. It might be a little shaky for you. Just wanted to show you the what we see for the first time coming into this town. There's supposed to be a mining museum up here. It's one of the things we're hunting for. We'll see if we can find it. Oh good, they put some signs up on the pole here. This ought to help. Let's figure out where we are and then I'll bring you back in a minute. Well guys, we did find our way to the mining museum. 𝐁𝐢𝐿𝐻. It's quite the interesting place. We're going to go inside in a second. But the sign says scenic view. Let's see what that's all about. Galisteo River View. Well, obviously there's no river today. Pretty cool. And let's see who's in the zoo. There is a deer in the zoo. We might get some food from inside. We got some chickens. Some crazy looking chickens. Some doves. We got I think that's an antelope over there maybe? No, that's a goat. That's a goat. And a deer. And the tiny, tiny little baby chickens over here. That is so tiny I don't even know what it is. Might be a quail. We'll get some food and feed them. They'll come up and eat out of our hand, I think. Anyway, we're at the Casa Grande Trading Post, Cerrillos Turquoise Mining Museum, and Petting Zoo. Interesting place. There's just some stuff scattered all over the place. So it says the turquoise jewelry is mined and made here. Mask required. Oh, let me have to go back and get my mask, yeah. Let's show you what's outside first. The top of the bottom is all glass. The top of the building is all glass insulators. Got to get my mask to go in. Mine's in the truck. Alright guys, so this is a gem and rock shop as you enter in. They're everywhere. And it looks like it's $4 a person to get back that way into the museum, so we'll probably do that. And then we'll try to find some food when we get out of here. Maybe we'll go feed the animals. I don't know. So there's a lot of stuff here to pick up and buy. Souvenirs. Nothing too expensive. Like this slab packet. It's only 15 bucks. Yep, patches, New Mexico mineral table. A little bit of everything. Like I said, nothing's real expensive. It's just a lot of interesting things here. You can see the building we're in. Logs for beams. An old fireplace back there. So I guess this used to be a house or something. Hey everybody, we're still here in Cerrillos Hills. We're going down to Cerrillos Hills State Park. We've left the asphalt, as you can tell. We're going down this dirt road. We're gonna find our way down here to the state park. We're gonna walk around some trails for about an hour, and we're gonna come back up to the restaurant. They open at 11. We just left this really nice little store. Nice lady there got me a cup of coffee and some specialty items for cooking. She had a little art gallery in there. The road is washed out. Let me get off of that if I can. Wow. Okay. So we're just gonna go down here and see. This was the point of the day, to not plan anything and see what happens. It's funny. Remember that little town we passed called Madrid that had all those little tourist shops that were closed? She said that was the biggest town on the trails. And we might go back up to that mining museum after we eat. Maybe I want to feed the, that was a llama. I said it was a deer. What do I know? It was a llama. We might go up there and feed them and go in the museum. You know, if nothing else, just to pay the $8 and support these people. There ain't much going on in these towns. So, here we are, guys. Cerrillos. I'm probably saying it wrong. Leave me in the comments. Tell me how terrible I'm butchering these names. But Cerrillos is how I'm going to say it. Hills. Oh, there's quite a few vehicles down here. And there's some horses coming out of the trail. We're in New Mexico. New Mexico and Arizona is quite a bit of a horse activity. And, can't hear it, listen.
Slow down.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can find us a spot. So I'm going to put the camera down. Well, guys, we got ourselves parked. Look at these views. There are people walking up there. We got multiple trailheads here. This is a state park. It's $5 a carload. So I think you just put the money in the box if there's no ranger here. Let's walk up and find out. Alright guys, well, we were here on a day without a ranger, so it's a self-pay and it's quite the process. There's a box you got to get this piece of paper out with, then you got to write down your license plate number, you got to put a copy in your windshield, you got to put $5 in the thing, and if you hold on, I'll open the door. So the problem is the pin is chained to the box. So unless you somehow have memorized your license plate number, which no one does, you have to come back to your vehicle and hopefully have a pin, or if not, you'll have to take a picture of your license plate and then go all the way back up to the box to use their pin. Fortunately, we have a pin in the truck. So I don't know, we'll just write down what we got. And we'll be on the trail shortly. Okay guys, that was a little bit of a procedure. If you're going to come out here on a weekend or later in the evening, make sure you bring at least one $5 bill. And we will be taking the Jane Calvin Sanchez Trail. There are horses on this trail. As you can see, the horse prints. We are going up. I don't know how far, but we're going up. Leslie is using her sticks today. So I guess the only thing I can say is watch out for horse poop, because there's horses on the trail. We just saw them go up. We don't know any. Oh, my favorite cactus, blooming. Trying to bloom anyway. I always forget the name, even though it's my favorite one. 𝐁𝐢𝐿𝐲. Lots of them. Get some prickly pears here. Get some junipers. Trees. Oh yeah, we're working up an appetite. We're gonna go back and eat a nice big meal. I guess it'll be brunch by the time we get over there. The only good thing about going up is when you're done, you get to come back down. And we're moving up quite quickly here. It's a cool trail. I have no idea how long it is, where it goes. And that's part of today's adventure. Let's just see what happens. This is a nice big one here. Look at this. Alright guys, I found something really cool. I'm gonna go approach it and see what we got. And they've done a ton of mining up here. And it looks like a fenced off shaft, perhaps. Looks like tailings. And there is a sign. This is awesome. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I know, I'm out of breath. Oh yeah, this is called the Christian Lode. Recorded July 12, 1880 by Hans Christian Rasmussen. 12 feet deep in 1880. 24 feet deep in 2002. Manganese. Manganese. Let's go look down a manganese shaft. This is awesome, guys. This is exactly what I wanted to see today. Oh, we gotta get on the other side so we can look into it. Okay, looks like they may have filled it in. Yeah, they filled it in. But it was 12 feet deep, and then it was 24 feet deep, and they were pulling manganese out of there. Awesome. And we are standing on top of the tailings. This is what we're standing on, the tailings pile. And it looks like they filled it in a little bit, but wow, that's amazing.
Not even the courtesy of a park bench.
This is why you come on these trails, to find these interesting, cool things. Very neat, very neat. Okay, looks like we're making our curve. Probably going to be making our curve back. Yeah, I see those people there. So yeah, we're going to be curving back around towards the road area. So we're probably about halfway done right now. Hey guys, we're still climbing on this trail. There's a really nice bench here. There's another shaft up there of some sort. We're working our way up to it. So we've come up pretty high, so let's check out the view. Somebody put a bench here for a reason. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is a nice view here. It's pretty rough terrain. Leslie's working on right there. Stick's pretty handy. Hiking boots pretty handy. You might want to think about that if you're going to do this trail. Overall, it's not been too bad. I'd call it mild to moderate. There is quite a bit of incline, but it's an easy path, except for these rocks right here. So far, it's just been sand. So anyway, it's nice out. We're gonna take a little break on this bench for a while. The trail continues down that way, but in order to see what this is, I'm gonna have to climb this pretty big hill. Leslie's gonna stay at the bottom. This is really steep and very slippery, but I want to see what this is. So there's only one way to find out what it is, and that's to get up here and read it. Well, there's a big tree growing in the middle of it. Whew, okay, that was a climb. Holy crap. Okay, this looks just like the last one. Looks like they filled it in. Rotterdam load. Oh, also by the same guy. July 5th, 17 feet. Lead or galena, unknown. Hey, you might not have got anything out of it. This is the same guy did this one. Hans Christian Rasmussen. That was a climb, guys. All right, let's get on back down this hill, which I'm a little worried about because I only wore my sneakers today, and this is very slippery rock. So the smart man would get off of these rocks over here in these weeds, which hopefully there are no snakes in, and I don't fall into these cactuses. Yeah, you don't want to fall into these prickly pears. You'll be pulling crap out of you for another 6 months. Leslie wasn't feeling too well. I left her back on that bench. I saw some sort of a pole way up here on the top of this hill. It's pretty far away, but I'm going to go up and investigate it and see if it's any kind of a sign. So far there hasn't been any sign, so I don't expect it to be one. And there's a fork in the road that's supposed to take us back around to the parking lot. So I'm kind of hoping that there's an arrow or something. It's a pretty far walk, so if it isn't anything, guess what I gotta do? I gotta go back because we're gonna turn around. We know how far we've come, about 35 minutes. And so we know how far it is back the other way. We do not know how far it is this way. Yes, there is a sign up here. And there's the crossroads sign. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Ooh, another one of those. How do you get up there? Well, let me go check the sign first, then I'll figure out how to get up there. Yeah. And hopefully there's a mileage marker on it. That would be awesome. Then we'll know which way to go. So I'm going to change my mild to moderate rating to moderate to whatever is above moderate. It's gotten quite steep, a little more treacherous. Oh, please be a mileage marker on it. There it is, 1 mile, I think it says. Nope, it just says trail. It just says trail. Darn it. Well, it says trail that way. Okay, looks like she's gonna come on up. I think I'm gonna go get her, yeah. Can't afford to ever fall down in the trail. I'm gonna go get her. I'll just do this part twice. Well, we're up here at the crossroads. I'm not sure if we're at the top or not. Yeah. Let's see if we can catch him on the camera. Here he goes. He's a good size one. There he goes. He's scooting in there, isn't he? I think we're probably about at the top of this trail as we're gonna get. Look at this beautiful view, guys. Beautiful view of how do you say it? I can't even pronounce the name of the place, but anyway, that's a dead end up there, so we're not going to do that. We're going to continue down the trail, and this is a nice big mature juniper here. And here we go. Looks like we got about a half a mile according to the map. Oh boy, there's a fork in the road, guys, with no signs. Clearly marked trail with the debris, and another clearly marked trail. Excuse me while I check the map. Okay, there was your Thelma and Louise moment. No guardrails here, loose rocks. Don't do what I just did. It appears we're, well, I can see the trail, so, oh yeah, see those folks? They're heading up.
Up. Oh no.
So we're gonna go all the way up where those little dots are, those folks. And I think we're gonna cross the top of the hill and then swing around probably down the other side to the left. Where was it? Whether this just went on forever? 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Cave Trail?
Yes.
Yeah, boy, it's starting to feel like 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Cave, guys. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and just go back through my playlist and check out 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Cave Trail. The one, I think I called it something like Don't Fall Off the Mountain or something. And you'll see why. This is starting to feel a little like that. Not because of the trail is bad, it's just because it's just seems to go on and on. I can clearly see where we're going because there's people ahead of me. When we were out at 𝐻𝐻𝐸, I think we were the only people on the trail, and it was a little weird because we didn't know where we were, how far it was, and we just kept climbing and climbing and climbing over that mountain. It's a cool video. Go back and check it out. What a gully. Wow. Wonder what this looks like in a monsoon, man. All of this must just have water just pouring through it. Yeah, this is awesome. Look at that. We got a light pole down here. Power lines going up through there. What a weird thing to see in the middle of nowhere. I wonder where they're taking power to. Oh, hey, we got a lookout sign. Awesome. You know I love signs, guys. Oh, there's a road down there. Okay, so the power line is following the road, so there's probably some private residences or a ranger station or something like that down there. I'm doing a lot of filming. Good thing I brought a second camera, right? Creeping drought and sudden death. Oh my gosh. Skeletons of pinon trees are more numerous than live pinon in the hills. Huge numbers of them died in 2002-2003. Why? bark engraver beetles. Bark engraver beetles. So the bark engraver beetles have destroyed these trees. So there's more dead ones than live ones, according to this thing. We're pretty far up here. We're gonna go up again. I see a bench way on the top of that hill. That'll be cool. Take another break up there. Oh, we don't. What? We don't do that. We're going down there. That's the road. I think we're gonna do what they're doing. Yeah, I think we're going to do what those folks are doing down there. So that's the road. We could probably just follow the road back around. Maybe. Not 100% sure what's happening here, guys. I've seen people go up over the hill, and now I've seen people go down the hill. I don't want to go down there and get on the wrong road and not lead me back to the truck. So, but there was a road from where we left from, so I'm pretty sure this is where we want to go. All right, Leslie, it's getting very steep and a little slippery here. Keep your sticks in front of you. Be careful. If you start to slip, just stop. Stop moving. Well, honestly, folks, I don't really know where we're going when we get to the bottom of this hill, but this is the only way to go, so down we go. There's so many juniper trees here in New Mexico. So far, I've really enjoyed this trail. It was a bit steep coming up, and it's a bit steep going down, but the scenery is just amazing. There's a huge sign down here to read. That's where these folks are. So we're going to take a little break down there and read that sign. This is a mineral spring, and you can start to see all the reeds. So there's definitely water in there. And they also tell you do not drink the water. It is not treated in any way, shape, or form. Animal droppings, etc., etc. I can't really see water, but you can... Oh, yeah. I see water. There it is. I'm going to get over there for you. Boom. Water in the New Mexico desert. Is that awesome or what? A natural spring. All right, guys. Those folks informed us that if we want to, we can hang a left, follow the road to the parking lot. And I think Leslie would like to do that. So we will do that. In fact, I see some people coming our way. Let's ask them where it goes. It's always good to ask people stuff. There's quite a bit of water right down here at the bottom of this gully. There's water running right down the ditch. Look, it's even running. It's nasty looking. Don't drink it, but it's running water. For the less experienced hikers, such as we are, I highly recommend you bring a little bag, a little knapsack. Nothing too heavy. Bring some snack bars, maybe a banana. I always bring Snickers. Snickers is excellent when you get to the top of the mountain. Have a Snickers, get all kinds of energy. Make sure you bring water. A couple water bottles. I know they're heavy, but your bag will get lighter as you go along because you'll be drinking the water. So there's trails branching off everywhere. We've been told by two different people, sets of people, that this will take us to the car. And I believe Leslie is done with the mountains and the hills. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this particular video right now. I mean, stop it right now. There is more of the Turquoise Trail to come. I'll probably show you the inside of the restaurant when we get up there. I'm not going to worry too much about that. And I'll show you the rest of the drive up to Santa Fe and anywhere else we stop. And I was told by the locals here that the Madrid that we came through a little while ago will be open when we go back. So we'll be able to check out some of those cool little turquoise stands and things like that. And yes, there is a turquoise mine here in the area. And there is one gentleman who has the rights to mine it, and he does. And supposedly most of the turquoise that you see in the shops is here. Actually, this is a private residence. Let's check it out. Well, it's got the word turquoise in it. Yes, it's private entrance with electronic gate. 𝐂𝐚𝐲 Turquoise. Camino, and this might be the guy who does the mining. That might be his home. I do not know. Alright guys, we've settled down in the Blackbird Saloon. Just went around, took some pictures, videos for you, so I'll be putting those in the middle of all this. Got me a Mexican Coca-Cola. Sugar, no high fructose. Leslie's got a Honest Tea Peach, and we've ordered some very specialized burgers. I'm gonna have to look away to read it to you.
Fuddled Outlaw.
Yes, it's called a Fuddled Outlaw. Locally sourced, dried, aged beef, half-pound burger, British bacon, whiskey, cheddar, beer, onions, mayo on a Kaiser bun. But we're very hungry, so a half-pound burger, that's a big burger, y'all. We'll probably be eating that thing with a fork and knife. So it's quite pricey here, but it sounds amazing. I'll give you the price when we're done. You won't like it. But we're in a tiny little town. This is the only place to eat, as far as I know. And it's pretty busy here. It's noon right now, New Mexico time. Almost every table is full. And really old, distressed building, floors. I mean, this thing's probably from the early 1900s. We're on our way to Santa Fe. We're not too far away. I'm not sure how far, but not too far. And you can see that everything is opened up now. We've gone from the mountainous dirt desert stuff to just wide open fields out here. These are all ranches. So, for example, everything you see that direction is one single ranch. Probably, I couldn't even guess, maybe 100,000 acres, and then it's the same thing on the other side. They probably go all the way back to the mountains. They probably had this land in their families for generations. They probably picked it up. They probably got it for free. Back in the early 1900s, they were giving land away here. Hundreds of thousands of acres, just giving it away for free. For anybody who wanted to farm it. You had to farm it though. If you didn't farm it, or do something with it, they took it away. So we just probably had one of the best hamburgers we've ever had in our life. The Blackbird Saloon, right there in, how do you say the name of that town? We're gonna have to read it because we don't know how to say it.
Cerrillos.
Cerrillos, the one with the mining museum, the llamas, and the Blackbird. They open at 11 o'clock on Saturdays. Don't know about the rest of the week. They are super busy. They do takeout, but you will have to wait for your food. They hand prepare it, hand cook it. Nothing is made ahead of time. I told you I was going to give you the price, and I'll give it to you. It's a little over 50 bucks. Two of us. They're $15 were the burgers, $4 for the fries, and the rest was in drinks and tip and tax. And was it worth 50 bucks? Oh my God, yes. Get that burger, the muddled, what was it, the muddled outlaw or something? Fuddled Outlaw. Wow. The place is actually made the cover of a magazine for gourmet food. The menu is amazing. Go to Cerrillos, go to the mining museum, feed the goats, feed the chickens, and go eat at the Blackbird, and you will thank me later. Anyway, we're getting into some traffic here. First time I've seen traffic on this trail. So we'll see you when we get to Santa Fe. Going through a lot of different scenery now. Not sure how to say it. More city-like. We got overpasses. But I did want to show you this bridge. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. This is the Turquoise Trail bridge, and with a little map of everything there. We are just about in Santa Fe, if we're not already in it. So far it's just nothing but asphalt and traffic lights. I don't really see any town. We did pass a massive prison system on the way in. Street lights everywhere, so we're getting real close. I think Santa Fe is a big city, like Albuquerque, maybe bigger, I don't know. We don't really, there's nothing we really we're trying to do in Santa Fe. We just want to say that we got to the end of the trail. And the end of the trail is somewhere here. It's called Top of Trail. Somewhere ahead. It is Memorial Day weekend. They've got these American flags out and memorials to some veterans hanging on all the poles. So that's pretty nice of them. There's a huge state police presence here. We've seen, this is probably the 5th or 6th state police car I've seen. And I haven't seen any the entire time I've been in Mexico, and I've seen 5 in the last 5 minutes. So maybe their headquarters is up here. That's probably what it is. Yeah, okay, there's Santa Fe. Look at the town. Quite a bit different than the Turquoise Trail we just came from. Oh, wow. It's a city. I don't like cities. But we're in one. Keep Santa Fe beautiful. Alright, never been here. Don't know what's here. Didn't look ahead. This is part of the adventure. I will flip the camera back on if and when we run into something cool. If not, we're going to spin around, go back down 14, back down the trail,